Well, James, I guess first off, it must be said you're training on what was old enemy territory. Does it feel a bit strange to be down here at Victoria Park?
We've been down here for a couple of weeks now. It's a fantastic facility, so the surface is great, and yeah, we're just happy we've got a ground to train on.
What are the boys up to today, James? What have you got in store?
Just a bit of skills today. They've done some speed work this morning already, and I think we've only got about 20 guys today doing the skills. We've sort of split the groups up a bit. The guys we think need more skill work, and guys need more weights work. So this morning, these guys are all about their skills.
Early days, but how are they tracking? How have they come back? Are you happy with how it's
Yeah, very happy. No, the whole squad's come back. Obviously, we've got a few guys who have come back from surgery last year, taking a bit longer than the rest of them, but the majority of guys are training really well.
How are they tracking on the likes of Hurley, Winderlick, Dempsey, those guys?
You should see Jason out here for a bit of time. Michael's back running now. Courtney's back running. So yeah, everyone's tracking along, be ready for round one. It's just a matter of trying to get enough work into them, but not re-injure them. So that's the fine balance.
With Michael, do you have to obviously take a fair bit of precaution with him? Just how long will we have to run for? When will we see him kicking a ball?
Oh, he's kicking a ball already. He's not running that fast out in the ground yet, but he'll be back into full training within 3 weeks. So yeah, we're expecting him back into full training very shortly, and which will give him a good 3.5 month preparation for the season. So plenty of time to get ready. It's only very early in the pre-season at the moment.
You said that players can expect to have one of the hardest pre-seasons of their lives. There was a lot of wrestling and grappling last year. Is it going to be much the same sort of this year?
Obviously, we've got a different head of high performance, which changes a few things. But yeah, it'll be similar in that they'll be doing a lot of contested ball work, a lot of heavy weights, a lot of wrestling, a lot of tackling, and also trying to work on their skills.
James, looking ahead to the draft, with the loss of Josh Jenkins, will you be looking to pick up a fourth ruckman and maybe a mature one as well?
Yeah, we'll certainly look at that. Whether that's early in the draft or late in the draft, time will tell. But yeah, we would like to have a fourth ruckman. I think you need at least 4 guys who can play in the ruck, obviously, depending on injuries, and it's such an important position. But we'll be out there having a look at that position.
And will the approach be to take 2 picks and then Kamiri upgrade, or...?
No, we'll probably have 3 picks, 3 picks in the draft, and how that's going to work, we'll wait and see. But we'll definitely get 3 picks.
I don't like to individualise, James, but has there been one player or 1 or 2 players who have really caught your eye and thought, gee, they've worked really hard in the off-season?
Yeah, I think there's quite a few. I think David Hill is looking exceptional for a guy, 31-year-old guy, is really training very well, and also Jake Melch on the other end of the scale is training very well. Leroy Jetta training well too.
And how's Big Fletch going along?
Fletcher's training. We can't keep him off the track, so we sort of try and pull him out of drills and pull him out of days and give him days off. But he's a remarkable player and a remarkable trainer, and it's been interesting to see the development of his training. I think when he first started, he wasn't a great trainer, but he's a terrific trainer now.
Has Anthony Long shaped you up?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, we've just got to be very, very cautious with Anthony. His hamstring. I mean, he had hamstring surgery in the middle of the year, and we just have to weigh up exactly where he's at with that and how hard we push him through the pre-season.
Looking at the pre-season comp, what do you think of the new format, or the adjusted slightly format?
Yeah, I suppose it's very similar to last year. The only difference is where you're playing now, which makes it a lot easier for preparation. In previous years, you haven't known what day you're playing or where you're playing, so it's great to have that security and knowledge is exactly where you're playing, and we're on the road a bit, but that's fine.
How much do you feel that you've learned this last year that you've been on board? Do you feel like you're a changed person as such, or is it?
I wouldn't say a changed person, but you learn a lot. I think you learn a lot about coaching, and you certainly don't know it all after a year. But you come into a pre-season like this knowing what to expect, and not knowing how hard you can push the players, but just knowing that, what some of their limitations are, and what happens if you do push too hard.
How do you rate the group from back then to where you see now?
I think it's a better group. They're a year on in the development that we want to get them through. There's been add some quality players since this time last year with Heppel, Hibbard, Davis, Brown, Ross. Some good quality players have come into our squad, which has made it better. And I think the training so far this better has been better than last year because of that.
I know you don't like to make predictions. What about the season ahead? What do you?
We'll start. I think we start about March 30 or something like that, and it's about as far as we're looking.
Is the pre-season too long, James? I mean, there's so much going into it. It's got to be the longest off-season of any sporting code in the world. Do you think it's a bit full on?
It's good for coaches. I wouldn't like to be a player. They seem to train very hard for a long time, but it means as a coach you get a chance to really develop the players in the way you want and teach them a lot over this time. I found last year we were able to teach a lot of how we wanted to play between now and the start of the year, and it's a great time as a coach to really reinforce to the players what you want.